opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Shaw Cable Systems or of the station. Through our access policy, we provide the opportunity for community groups and individuals to express their points of view.
Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching us. Welcome to the Drama Room at Vanier Collegiate, where I'm talking to Debbie Berger, the Regional Festival Coordinator for Region Number 2 of the Saskatchewan Drama Association Festival. And Debbie is coordinating and organizing, and it's all going to take place around the end of the month. So let's just talk about the Drama Festival, because it's always a wonderful thing here in Moose Jaw.
It is.
Debbie, nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Lyle, for having me. It is a wonderful thing. It's a great experience for the kids. It's happening on April 25th, 26th, and 27th, and everybody is welcome to come and join us. But why it's such a great thing, Lyle, some really great theatre happens there. We've got a lot of talented teachers that get these kids together, and a lot of talented students that do some really good theatre, like I said. And it's a great opportunity for the kids to show what they're doing. You know, not every student is good at everything. Some kids aren't good at sports. Some kids aren't strong necessarily in academics. And some of these students find their niche in theatre. And so it gives them a chance to demonstrate their stuff. So.
And I used to tell the students that I was directing, if you can't act, you can always, if you can't be on stage crew, you can always act.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, and it isn't, you're right, it isn't just the kids that are on stage. There's a whole group of people that are working backstage to make the magic happen on stage. And without them, you know, you don't have a show either. So it's great for the students.
And we have a 3-day festival in Moose Jaw, and that's Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday afternoon. And then there's an award ceremony. But let's take the people through say Thursday night, what plays they expect to see, and some of the reasons for that. Now, obviously, you want to don't want to have all of the same plays from one school each night, because you want to have the audience, come from all different schools to see it. So, so we start off the festival on Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Okay, and who's on?
We have Cornerstone is on. They're going to be doing admissions. It's a 20-minute play. Then there's a 15-minute intermission, and we have Peacock that is going to be doing their play, and it's Check, Please. And then Vanier is going to be on after that, and that's Mars and Venus, Will We Ever Get It Right?
Okay, now, these are interesting titles. Now, Admissions is a student-directed and student-written play, I understand. And the students, so it's a small cast of kids, but I think these are grade 12 girls that have done it, so I think it'll be quite an interesting choice for people to see that one.
Do you know anything about that play, Lyle? Because
I don't yet.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, so I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
I work with in the Youth Advisory Committee, one of the girls who's involved.
Okay.
And she's kind of hinted at it, but she's kind of close to the chest, so
right.
but I'll have to pry some stuff out of her. But I'm looking forward to see it, because Cornerstone has a great tradition that started off when Dr. George Falk was there, and has continued to this day. So this is their first play. The second play is called Check, Please.
Check, Please. That's right, and that's on the Friday. Is that?
Last Thursday, second one.
Oh, yes, the second, I'm sorry, yes. Yeah, that's Peacock, is Check, Please. And that's a lovely play, and it takes place in a restaurant, and there's 2 separate tables, and it's I believe it's people trying to find a date.
Blind dates.
Blind dates, yes, and all of the mayhem that ensues with the interesting people that they meet on those blind dates, which is, it's very funny. Yeah, it's a very good play.
Yes, it is, yeah, and I directed that play myself about 5-6 years ago, I guess. And it got to go to provincials, and it was very nice. It's a great fun play to direct, and it's a very fun play to watch. The directors are Kaylee Brennan and Meredith Shareski, who are first-time directors, and they're first-year teachers at Peacock as well. So
Okay.
a lot of firsts there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the play was so good and so well received. There's sequels.
Oh.
Now there's Check Please 2 and Check Please 3, and they follow the same two characters through their relationships. And
Okay.
so it's but Check Please 1, or Check Please, actually, it doesn't have the numbers. We often do that when we talk on their sequels, but
Yeah.
it's a fun play, and I know they'll have fun. And the third play in the evening is one you're connected with.
That's right. It is Mars and Venus, Will We Ever Get It Right? And it's the whole idea of men and women. And it is the story of two couples that come to rehearsal to practice their plays that they're going to be doing. And we take a look at a little scene from Adam and Eve. And then there's a scene from Shakespeare, Taming of the Shrew. And then there's a little scene from A Doll's House. And it's just little snippets of scenes that are relationships of men and women throughout the ages. And then that's all played on the background of these two couples that are dealing with each other's, with their own relationships. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and did you guys create this yourself?
Yes, Joan Stumberg and I wrote this. We wrote it a long time ago, and we kind of pulled it off the shelf and dusted it off. It was originally written for two, and then we thought it might be more fun to have the juxtaposition of an older couple with a younger couple as well. And then it gave opportunity for 4 people to play.
And a good support crew as well.
Yeah, actually, we're doing it sort of. Joan is off getting her education, so I'm riding solo this year, and so I'm trying to keep the technical end of it very, very, very simple. So I have 2 stage managers, Courtney Barron and her sister Janessa are my stage managers, and that's kind of, we've got sound and light people, and other than that, that's it. So, yeah.
Good, and then we go to Friday. Now, we're just talking about performances, but there are other things that happen for the students during the weekend, because each play gets adjudicated by an adjudicator provided by the Saskatchewan Drama Association, and they get an hour just alone with that. Actually, it's not just alone. If people want to come and watch, they can actually do that.
Yes, yeah, they can. It's really awesome. Russ Ramsden will be our front of house adjudicator this year, and he takes each group with him for 1 hour after he watches the play, and then he talks about the choices that they've made. Like anything, when you do something creative, there's many, many, many different ways that you can do something. So sometimes we get kind of in the groove of what we've chosen to do. So an adjudicator's job is to just sort of open that up and make some other suggestions, and it's a wonderful learning opportunity. So if people want to come to see that after they've seen the show, it's a great way to learn about theater.
On Friday and Saturday morning.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so on Friday night at 7 o'clock again,
Friday night at 7
we have another play from
Vibank.
From Vibank. Now tell me about how Vibank got here quickly.
I have no idea, Lyle, how Vibank ended up, but they wanted to be part of Region 2 Festival, and I'm so glad that they did, because it's nice to have fresh blood come in. I know that the director is a newbie. She has never taken part in festival before, but you got to give it to her, because that's quite a journey for her to get here. But yeah, they're doing Say Goodbye to Toto.
And I don't know this play.
I don't know this play either. I'm going to assume that Toto is the dog from The Wizard of Oz, but...
Or maybe it's the rock band from the 1980s.
It is. I don't know exactly. I have no idea what the show is about, but it's full, like it's 60 minutes is what they've estimated their time to be. So that'll be a full
play. And the second play of the night is?
It's from Peacock, and it is called Us and Them.
And that's directed by Ray Deans, the drama teacher at Peacock. And it's you and I were discussing before. It's a play about building walls, and literally, it's about these two societies who decide that the best way to exist is to have a wall between the two. And as the wall grows, so does the suspicion of the other group's motives for whatever they're doing. And it's a really good ethical play.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be something that will make you think, make you stop and go, yes. Robert Frost, good fences make good neighbors kind of idea. Yeah.
Or this one, maybe not.
Or maybe not,
and
for sure.
That's only 2 plays that night.
Yeah, there's only 2 plays that night, and so it's still a long enough evening though, because the one play is
plays,
yeah. So that's
Us and Them is about a half an hour.
Yeah. But that makes for an hour and a half, so yeah. So it's $8 a night. So for $8, that's some very good entertainment for a full night.
Yeah. And then Saturday afternoon,
Saturday afternoon.
it's in your book there.
There it is, thank you. Saturday afternoon, it starts at 1 o'clock, and Cornerstone is doing Hood, and that's a fun play.
Yeah.
Just a ton of fun.
Lots of people.
Yep, lots of people, lots of laughs. I have seen the play previously done, and it was a great time. The kids had a blast watching it and performing in it, I'm sure. Yeah.
And Scott, the principal over there, is directing the play, and he did it before, so I'm sure he'll be thinking of, well, I could have done this before, and now.
Yeah. It's for, like I mentioned earlier, all the choices that you can make, and there's just a ton of ways to go. And then following that is Vanier's second play, and they're doing 18 more reasons not to be in a play.
Now, this play director, she directed 15 reasons not to be in a play.
So she's got 3 more reasons this year than last year, or 18 more reasons. Yeah. So.
And that'll be fun to see how she does, because she was very successful with it.
Yeah,
now,
very successful.
What happens after the plays are all seen and they're adjudicated? The adjudicator gathers them all together for an award ceremony, which takes place at?
It'll take place at Peacock Collegiate, probably around 6 o'clock-ish. That's our best guess. I mean, it depends on how long it takes the adjudicator to make his decisions. But and so we go there. And I failed to mention that we also have a backstage adjudicator.
Yes.
And her name, it's a lady, but I'm sorry, I don't remember her name.
The nameless lady.
The nameless lady.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I have it written down. But she also adjudicates what's happening backstage. So all of the students that work backstage, setting up the set, taking the set down, doing lights and sound, all of those things. Yes, all of those things. She watches all of that. And then there are several awards for backstage as well.
Yeah. And the awards are presented, and then one play is chosen as the best overall production, and it goes on to Provincial Festival, which takes place on the 9th, 10th, and 11th in Regina at the University.
Yes.
So it all takes place at Peacock Collegiate. We're in our last minute here, so let's just summarize. It starts on Thursday night, the 25th.
Then it's 25th, 26th, 27th. There are 7 plays altogether, and it is $8 per session. And
on Thursday night, we can see, let's quickly run through those 3 titles.
Night, they can see Cornerstone's Admissions, Peacock, Check Please, Vanier, Mars and Venus, Will We Ever Get It Right?
Friday night at 7 o'clock, 2 plays.
Yes, they've got Say Goodbye to Toto from Vibank, and Peacock will be doing Us and Them.
And then Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Saturday afternoon at 1, we have Cornerstone's doing The Hood, or pardon me, Hood, not The Hood, and Vanier is doing 18 more reasons not to be in a play.
Okay, well, Debbie, thanks for getting this plays festival organized, and break a leg in the productions. And I know the audiences will certainly enjoy the chance to watch these plays. They're good challenges. They're well chosen, and I'm sure that the audience will go out with a great appreciation of the talent that's in our community.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lyle.
Okay. When we come back, we're going to be talking about things to do this spring and summer to keep ourselves fit and in shape. So don't go away. We're right back.